Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Marmite was 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Marmite was 1975.
Hey YouTube, Lumpus Post 1975 and welcome to a Marmite video. Another Marmite taste testing video. Now, I mentioned this in the previous video if you did not see that, because some of you probably argued that you could put this in your Fat Friday videos. I love Marmite. Everyone knows I absolutely love and adore Marmite. Marmite is sacred. And since they are constantly now coming out with new products, I'm assuming this product, Marmite Breakfast Biscuits, you've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail, is this year. I could be completely and utterly wrong on that. By all means, correct me if I am. But obviously, once upon a time, when I was a lad and the world was still black and white, Marmite only existed in its spreadable form. Obviously, it's yeast extract. It's a waste product left over from brewing beer. The fact that someone decided to market it as a spread on toast is quite frankly legendary. You've taken a waste product and you've turned it into a massively successful product. So, along the years, there have been I guess the first spin-off was Marmite Crisps, originally by Marmite themselves. Originally by Walkers, and then Walkers had the rights taken away from Marmite, or by Marmite I should say, and then Marmite released their own, which were thicker cut and far superior. You could only buy them in Sainsbury's, and then they stopped making them and they gave the license back to Walkers. I can only think that Walkers gave them a massive amount of money, but I find that quite upsetting because the Marmite crisps were far superior. Point being two things there. That's when you first discovered that these products were exclusive to specific supermarkets, as I've mentioned in previous videos. And this really gets on my tits, because I can't help but think, I guess the supermarkets have paid the money, but they are shooting themselves in the foot by not having every single product they make available in every supermarket. The money they would make would be bejesus. Anyway, so that's kind of the first spin-off. And then there was Marmite cheese, which used to come in big fat blocks, but now comes in like little mini Baby Bell things like that, which I don't like because it makes it so difficult to make cheese on toast out of them. Then obviously Marmite peanut butter. I'm butchering this order, I guess. Marmite rice cakes. Couldn't think of the word because my brain mentally blocks it, because Marmite can improve many things, but there ain't no saving rice cakes. There's a reason they're a dietary sort of food. They're shit and it makes you not want to eat. Then obviously more recently we have Marmite butter, which is fantastic. Have a review of that. We have Marmite spreadable cheese, which is fantastic. To date, my favorite Marmite product is Marmite hummus. Honestly, it's just amazing. That's specific to Tesco's. Butter and cheese, spreadable cheese, are specific to Marks and Spencer's. Marmite peanut butter is now available everywhere, the crunchy, but Marmite smooth peanut butter is exclusive to Tesco's. Why, Marmite? Why? Anyway, the point being, there are a lot of products from where we began way back in the day, but now we have biscuits. We have regular biscuits, which I'll be saving for another video. You know, biscuits you have with tea and coffee. I do have a coffee for this video because it's breakfast. To be fair, regardless if this biscuit is nice or crap, I'll be having a bacon sandwich after this, as per my breakfast of choice when I come home from work. But the other thing is, yeah, so Marmite biscuits, but regular biscuits with tea or coffee, and then Marmite breakfast biscuits. I did not know these were a thing. Someone posted the regular Marmite biscuits on my channel, and so it said they're available at Co-op, but I found them in a Waitrose. So I don't know if biscuits in these are exclusive to Co-op and Waitrose, but yeah. So I picked up the biscuits. Again, I'll be saving them. I have not tried them. Like sweet biscuits with tea or coffee with Marmite in. These are breakfast biscuits. Now, I don't know if this is a British thing, but breakfast biscuits are replacements for regular breakfast. Way, Christ, I'm going off tangent. Way back in the day, in the early noughties, hate that phrase, in the early 2000s, Kellogg's came up with this thing called Nutri-Grain, where they convinced the world, or the country I should say, that you could replace a full bowl of breakfast or bacon sandwich or cooked breakfast or sausage bap, I don't know, with 1 bar of grains and a jam in the middle, I guess, or blueberry, raspberry, strawberry, stuff like that. But that was a big deal. And like, you know, have it on the bus, have it when you're running out the door. You don't need a real breakfast, because breakfast was always traditionally cereal or a cooked breakfast or bacon sandwich or sausage bap or fried egg sandwich. You get the point. But they convinced people that this was now a viable alternative. And, excuse me, I have a Dolce Gusto. It does make good coffee. Yeah, so all of a sudden this exploded, and then everyone started doing it. Supermarkets did their own knockoffs and stuff like that. Was it Belvita started doing them? Then Kellogg's started branching out with Special K. If you've seen the amount of salt and sugar in Special K, that ain't a diet breakfast. I don't give a shit what Kellogg's say. Also, when did the cereal aisle become the dessert aisle? Like cookies and cream? And cookies and milk. You know what I mean? They make cookies, chocolate cookie breakfast cereal. Everything down there's got chocolate this in it, chocolate that in it, and it's. When I was a lad, it was like Smarties. No, I wish it was like Frosted Flakes or Frosties, as we call them, was probably the most unhealthy one you could get, the one with the most sugar, because it was coated on it, and then Cocoa Pops and stuff like that. But that was it. But now everything down there was a breakfast cereal. Anyway, sorry, waffleage. But then yeah, so Marmite jumped in with the breakfast biscuits. I have not tried these. I really, I was quite looking forward to them, even though I don't have a massive sweet tooth, until I read the top, which says crunchy, savoury biscuits with Marmite, crammed with seeds, perfect for breakfast or snacking. Crammed with seeds, not a fan. Savoury biscuits, I mean, I like crackers with cheese on and Marmite. You know, yeah, that's about as far as I go with savoury biscuits. And I like the wheat digestive you get in biscuits for cheese boxes, but other than that, Now I know Marmite is savoury, but I thought they were going to go a traditional breakfast biscuit route with this, because honestly, Marmite works so well with savoury stuff. When you add, sweet stuff, when you add that savoury nature itself. Sorry, I just got home from work, I'm tired. 6 by 2 it says. Well, no, it looks like, oh, there you go. Oh my god, I think it's like Rivita, you know, styrofoam tiles. You know what, I always speak highly of Marmite. My dog's begging, so there's hope. There's hope, but that's the packaging. I'm a little bit worried. These are proper, oh my god, they're like, this isn't a breakfast biscuit. This is a dietary aid. They smell very wholemeally. They don't have the texture of Rivita, because they're absolutely rock solid. And my dog won't eat them, honestly. There you go, Buble. Well, no, I stand corrected. She didn't eat it because it was too big. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is they're very, very dense and very brittle. So I guess they're not like Rivita, but they just smell that really wheaty, burnt wheaty taste. And I'll tell you something else. No, there's a pinch of Marmite in there, but it's not massively, massively strong. And you can see the seeds. But the Marmite's strong enough that it's actually made my mouth start watering. It's not horrible. Ooh. Ooh, why was I doubting? Right. There's a tiny, tiny pinch of sweetness, but it's no Nutrigrain or anything like that. It's no like soft, spongy sort of breakfast bar or anything like that. It is a biscuit. There's a tiny bit of sweetness, so it's not, so you know, it's not like Rivita. It just smells like Rivita. But then when you bite it, you can always taste a hint of, like, when you get those baked cheese biscuits, You know the ones I mean? I don't mean like mini cheddars, I mean like the proper ones. There's like Ritz or something. Not full on. I don't know there's cheese in it. You just get a hint of that. Can't taste the seeds, fortunately. And then you get a massive, and I mean massive, bosh, hit in the face with a Marmite shovel. It's really, really strong. And it's almost a little bit hot, which is weird. Like the Marmite is so intense in this. I take it back. My fear was unjustified. My fear was unjustified. Just because they smell like Ryvita, I mean, if you like Ryvita, then that's a win for you, isn't it? If you don't, but you like Marmite, or you're curious to try these, yeah. Definitely got that cheese biscuit, you know, kind of taste. Do have a little bit of a burnt taste, but then the Marmite kicks in afterwards, and it's actually quite intense, which for me as a Marmite lover is amazing. These are not what I thought they were like. Marmite, I'm so sorry, I doubted you for a second. If you do watch this video, please sponsor me and completely ignore the bit where I said I was in two minds and actually quite fearful about your product. I was confused. I've just worked a night shift. Do you know what? These are fantastic. Marmite, you keep surprising me with your win-win-win-win products. These are... The one thing I will say is they are a tad dry. I would not recommend eating them without some form of fluid, preferably coffee or milk, I guess. But yeah, bitter, but not overpoweringly bitter, while a tiny, I can't explain it, sweetness. I don't know if that's a result of, obviously there is going to be sugar in this, basically. And then, yeah, then you get that kind of, you know, toasty cheese biscuit thing. And then you get smashed in the face with Marmite, even by some, with my standards of loving Marmite, it's actually very strong and a tad intense. Do you know what? Marmite breakfast biscuits, win-win, win-win. You really should try these. Don't know where they're available other than I tried them at Waitrose. I know the biscuits are available at Co-op, but these, if you've got a Waitrose by me, you're going to be broke if it's your only supermarket because they're so friggin' expensive. But yeah, you can pick these up there. These are something else. I don't think I would put anything on them, but yeah, these are something else. I'm just, how was I ever in doubt? Anyway, as always, I'd love to know what you think, particularly if you have tried these. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.